Good morning, everyone. Welcome. I'm Rosie, and this is Nonna Stitching Lounge. So I'd like to welcome everybody to this beautiful Sunday morning, although we have snow on the ground here in Toronto, which is kind of weird. It is almost April 1st, but that's the way it goes here in Southern Ontario. You just know tomorrow we may get sunshine and 60 degrees. Who knows, right? So I come to you with a short video, hopefully. We'll see, because I do tend to babble like the rest of us when we're on camera. So I'm going to start with just a reminder that today is the last day for my 100 subscriber giveaway. If you want to subscribe, you still have today, and you want to enter in the giveaway, you have to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I will be drawing the winner tomorrow. So tomorrow's April 1st. So you have to put a comment, because I'm going to be using the random YouTube picker comment, or the YouTube, whatever it's called. So if you can go back a couple of videos on my 100 subscriber giveaway and put a comment there, that would be great. And again, don't forget to like and subscribe. So, and I will probably come on tomorrow sometime in the evening and announce the winner and show you who I drew. Okay, so let's see. I do have one finished object. It's been one of those weeks. I think I told you last week that you know, I had to take my mother in, my husband in. One thing I did forget to tell you is I was in a car accident as well, on top of everything else. I was driving to work on one of Toronto's major highways, the Gardner Expressway. Stop and go traffic. I had my foot on the brake, my arm on the console, and I was actually stopped, and this guy rear-ended me. So on that note, don't do what I did, which was gave him, because we're in the middle of traffic, I did pull over, but still, it's like, you know, Toronto rush hour at 7:30 in the morning. And so I gave him my cell phone number. He said he was going to text me right back with all his information, because I didn't want to sit in the middle of traffic. Well, darn got it, didn't he just get in his car and leave? Yeah, and never texted me. Luckily, I did take his license plate number, and my insurance tracked him down. 5 days later, he decides to text me, and I said, well, too late, so sad. I've gone to my insurance, and they're going to be taking it over. So rule number one, if you're rear-ended, doesn't matter where you are, whatever. I mean, I wasn't even thinking. I should have just taken a picture of his insurance, right? Yeah, you know, you're in shock and you don't know what the injuries or the damage to your car is and all those things. But so my fear was, like, I had my right foot on the brake. I had a right hip replacement like 4 months ago. I started feeling radiating pain down my leg. I did have an x-ray done. The x-ray shows that nothing was dislocated or enlarged, which is great, because I do not want to have another hip replacement. But yes, people, you get in a car accident, you get their insurance information ASAP. Anyway, so enough about me. Of course, I had to hear from my husband. What, are you nuts? Anyway, whatever. All is good. We got his insurance, and everything will be taken care of. Okay, so my one finished project. Yes, I finished the blue bunny. Yes, I finished the blue one. I know the one eye looks a little bit droopy, but oh well, what are you gonna do? I thought it was kind of cute. It's still cute. And I stuffed him good. So the three bunnies are done, and then and then I I gave the purple one a lobotomy. I opened up her head, and everything that was in the head, I stuffed down to her body. I restuffed the head. I did a little bit more molding of the face features. My son says she's still pretty scary, but anyway, I think she's kind of cute. Yeah. So that's Sarah D. Crochet, where it's a bot pattern for the Velvet Bunny. And I got some really nice comments from her because I posted these on Instagram. My Instagram is Nonna Stitching Lounge. At Nonna Stitching Lounge if you're interested. If you want to email me at it's nonnastitchinglounge@gmail.com. But yeah, cute, eh? So yeah, with the lobotomy, this one is a little bit heavier stuff. I love these tails. I mean, I love these pom-poms. They're so cute. Again, the pom-poms I bought a lot at Amazon, the different colors. And then the blue one, I had this blue one. Isn't that cute? I hope the babies like them. Anyway, I think they will. Yeah. But the pattern also calls for these, I guess, eyes that are child-proof or something like that. But I've never seen them. But next time I'm at Michael's, I'm going to see if I can find some, because now, of course, my sister-in-law wants a couple for her grandkids, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to make them. They're hard on the hands. And I'm usually into, like, I like doing blankets because I like big projects and stuff. So that is my only finished project. I'm still working on my granny square, and I still have not sewn my Erin blanket. Yeah, still haven't sewn it together. So it's been crazy. I do have a few acquisitions that I'm going to show you. Went to Michael's, so I think I told you early on that I have we do a stitch along at work. So one lunchtime on Tuesdays at lunch, we get a whole bunch of people together that like to stitch, whether it's knitting or crocheting. So one of my coworkers, she knew how to crochet but hadn't done it in a long time. But anyway, she now also has two hobbies. Yes, one is crocheting and the second one is buying yarn. So anyway, now on some of the other lunch times, we walk over to Michael's, which is a couple blocks away from our work. Can't walk as fast as I used to, but good exercise. Anyway, I bought this at Michael's, which is the Endless Impeccable. So I think regular price is like over $20 if I'm not mistaken. It was on sale, and then I had a 45% off coupon. So I essentially got this for about $11, and so I think it was a good price. I think it's on sale now, right now at Michael's in Canada anyway. It's just 100% acrylic, but it has, particular one is called True Gray. Endless Impeccable. It says one ball makes a blanket, but it's 1,790 yards. So, or 1,637 meters. So that is a lot of yarn. It calls for a size 5, but I would probably use a bigger one because I generally do. And it's a 4 medium. But I think, yeah, so that was a good deal. Half price. For 1,700 yards, that's really good. Anyway. Then I also bought these, they look like kids, you know, the things you put on the floor for babies. And you lock them, but these ones actually have, I don't know if you can see the grids on them. So I'm going to use these to block my little granny black squares when I'm done. So I bought 2 of them. But I guess I need the pegs to put in here so that I can hold them. I didn't see the pegs, so I'm not sure if they're actual, like, pegs that come with, like, to do that, or whether they just improvised. So I'm not sure. But yeah, so I got that. So the other thing, last week I had to go out to Western Ontario, and we ended up stopping at a Mary Maxim outlet store. Yes, and so of course I'm not going to just stop in without looking, right? So I bought 4 of Mary Maxon's Scrub It. No, oh, there we go. Mary Maxon's Scrub It. It's not as, it's more fabric. I don't know if you can see. It's more like a ribbon fabric than the scrubby, like the, it's not as harsh as the scrubby from Red Heart. Is it Red Heart? Or I can't remember. Anyway, and it was a lot cheaper. So I bought 4 of these because I was telling you, and they're really cute. They were $2.97, I think. Let's see, I have the bill here somewhere. I think the scrubbies were actually less than $1. So, which was pretty good. I think they were less than $2, $1.97. So, because I'm making the, you know, the Swiffer things. So I thought this would be kind of interesting to use. Anyway, and I also wanted to try, you know, the back wash scrubber thing that Debbie from Canadian Crocheter showed a couple of episodes ago. And also the Crafty Floridian had made a few. So I'm wondering if this would work for that. Yeah, so there's 4 of those. Then I bought, because I was totally into the rabbits and stuff, I bought 4 of these Mary Maxim plush. I don't know if you can see them. This lighting in here. I'm in my bedroom because it's Sunday and everybody's up. Baby plush. So this was pretty cheap as well. It's a super bulky. It's a lot like the Bernat blanket, except a lot less yarn. This only has 109 yards, but buying 4 of these at Mary Maxim was cheaper than buying 1 Bernat blanket. Their Bernat, their own brands are pretty cheap at the stores, but if you go to buy any of the big box big box yarns, they add like $3-4 on top. So yeah. So it wasn't worth buying anything other than their brands. So I've, yeah, so I bought 4 of these to make another, maybe a gray bunny. You can see it's a grayish, whitish tinge. Even though I said I wasn't going to make any more bunnies, but anyway, I have that. And then the other one I bought is the Mary Maxim Prism. So I don't know if you've ever seen this. I know you can get it online, but it's really pretty. It's has the blues and the browns and the whites and the beiges. So now this is called Lakeside, and it is just 100% acrylic. It says it's a 3 light, but yeah, I suppose I'd still use probably a 5.5 or 6 millimeter crochet hook. It has 290 yards, so that's actually not bad. I got 4 of them, so I've got about almost $1,200 yards. However, I thought this was on sale because it was next to a sale bin. This was not on sale, but once I was up at the cash register, of course, you know, you feel stupid saying, no, I don't want it. I have done that, but anyway. So I got 4 of these. It'll make a nice shawl or something. Anyway, I don't have any plans, but I thought that was kind of cute too. So those are my acquisitions. Not too many. I did want to say that I've canceled my Mary Maxim box. At least I think I have. I'm not sure. Their website isn't the greatest, so I'm not quite sure whether I've canceled it. But I have subscribed to Knit Crate because I think it's like I've never really crocheted or knit with like the finer yarns, hanks, and I think to start it has some really pretty yarns, and if you just subscribe, they also give you a surprise crate. So I'm hoping that comes soon, and then of course I'll do a special video on the Knit Crate unboxing as well as the surprise crate. Although I have sneak peeked, so I think I know what might be coming in the Knit Crate or the surprise crate. So I'm pretty excited about that. And I think even with the Canadian exchange and there's no shipping costs, which is amazing, I still think I'll be ahead than the Mary Maxim, who just sends me, you know, acrylic yarn, which I can buy anywhere. So it'll be nice to start. And my girlfriend at work, she's also subscribed. So we saw the two colors that they're going to send between the two colors. So she's like, oh, if you get that one color, could we switch? And I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. We'll see. So that'll be interesting. We'll see what we end up getting. So that'll be a video in the near future. What else is there? I have one item that I wanted to tell Debbie from the Canadian Crocheter. So she did a video recently where she says she will not frog. Like, she does not like to frog, especially if it's for her. She was doing a shawl and she had made a mistake and she said no, she wasn't going to frog it. Now that would have driven me crazy. I even said it to her. I said, it's going to drive you crazy. She goes, no, it's not going to drive me crazy. So anyway, early on in one of my videos, I showed you a scrap blanket I made with Bernat blanket. And I had made it with all different colors and a big granny square, and it was sitting on my couch just waiting for me to weave in the ends, and it was sitting on my couch and sitting on my couch, and I kept looking at it and thinking, I hate that blanket. Remember I said I bought the different whites and they didn't match, and that was driving me nuts. So guess what I did, Debbie? I undid it all. All the scraps are in there. Yep, completely undid it. I know. But what I was thinking is that, so this is the huge one, right? What was it? But it's an off-white. What I was thinking when I kept looking at it, I'm thinking, wow, you know, that Bernat blanket would make some really nice amigurumi. And even though I keep saying I'm not going to do any more, but I kind of really like the amigurumi. It's kind of fun. So I don't know. So I just thought, I don't like that blanket, and I have all this Bernat blanket. I could, and with a lot of different colors, I could be making some really cool little stuffed animals. And I've been watching Petra at the Sosa family channel, and she does some amazing little lammies and plushies and all kinds of stuff. She has, I think, a pattern she just released, and she's a really good teacher. So if you want to see some really cute plushies or those kind of things, go see Petra at the Sosa family. She's amazing. Yeah, so now I'm sort of into that stuff. So we'll see. Oh, I forgot to bring something. I want to show you what I'm doing. Hold on, I'm gonna go get it. Back. So I don't know how much. Wow, this is really bright, isn't it? Anyway, sorry, a lot of glare and brightness. So I don't know how many finished products I'm gonna have this week. Lots of stuff going on, but the Fiber Friends podcast. It's a Canadian podcast. There's 3 friends that get together, I think once a month, and they talk about knitting, mostly knitting. Some do crocheting. They talk about yarns and stuff. But they have a challenge right now, and I think I talked about it in a previous video. They have a challenge where they want you to finish something that's been sitting in your UFOs for a long time. So I said that I was going to finish this cross stitch. So this is a cross stitch of, I don't know, I tried to show it before, but it's an old southern plantation house. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, so I bought this pattern in 2005. I was in New Orleans before Katrina hit, and I bought this pattern. I started this cross stitch in 2005. Okay? And I'm going to show you, because I think the last time I showed it didn't really come across very well. But if you can see, every single stitch is filled in. Like, I've completed it basically, except for, let's see if I can see. I just finished the fence. You see there's a top stitch on the fence? So, and then there's going to be a top stitch I just started in front of the door. So I only have these top stitches to complete. So this is the details on the top stitch. And as soon as I'm done the top stitch, I'm done. Now my son just bought a new house. It's not in New Orleans or in the south. It's here in just north of Toronto. But it has a similar balcony upstairs. It has that symmetrical look and stuff. So I thought if I finish this, it would be a nice, I could frame it and it'd be a nice gift. So that is all almost complete. So I am going to spend my Sunday finishing it. I can only do it in bright light. I can't do it with light shining, although it's only black right now, but it's just, basically I have to finish it before my eyesight goes away completely because, yeah, it's one of those. But I think it's really beautiful. And anyway, so yeah, I'm working on the door, as you can see there, on the door. So that's on my plate. I want to try to finish that. And so I just want to have a few shout outs, and I want to thank a few people. I want to thank a lot of people that a couple of channels that have done shout outs for me, which is Debbie, some really from Canadian Crocheter, really nice words. Leah's from Leah's hand knit or handmade crafts. But I have some shout outs that I want to talk about. One is Mary's Chit Chat. Now Mary, apparently, she's out in Northern Ireland. She did something on YouTube and it wiped out all her subscribers. So if you were subscribed to Mary's Crochet Chit Chat, please go to her channel and resubscribe, because apparently she lost everybody and needs needs us to resubscribe. So I did that this morning. I love Jane from Scraptastic Yarns, I think it is. She is hilarious. She does a little bit at the end of her podcast, her vlogs, what she calls What in Tarnation. It is hilarious. I don't know where she gets these stories from, but I wait just to hear these crazy stories of people in the news that have done crazy things. So Jane at Scraptastic Yarns, she's a hoot. And then I just found Dina. That's her name's Dina. I think she's in Massachusetts or Connecticut, or she's moving from one to the other. She's really cool. Actually, when I started watching her, she kind of reminded me of me, which is kind of weird. I think because I'm not obviously from the States, but she has a way of talking that's kind of interesting. So go see Dina. Jane at Scraptastic, and Mary's Chit Chat, go resubscribe, or if you haven't subscribed, go subscribe. She has also some really cool ways of describing things with her Irish brogue, which is kind of cool. So that's it for me. So I'll be back tomorrow, very quick video to announce the winner of the 100 subscriber giveaway. I am now nearing about 300, if not more, thanks to all the great shout outs. So when I hit 500, I'm going to have an even better giveaway. So share the video, talk about me, and hopefully when I get the 500, you'll get to see the great giveaway at 500. Anyway, thanks for watching, and ciao for now.